The front straight of the Losail International Circuit is 3,500 feet long, and on our outlap, former MotoGP rider and current KTM brand ambassador Jeremy McWilliams wheelied roughly 3/4 of it. By midday I lost count of how many wheelies I'd watch others do, or do myself. That is life with the KTM 1290 Super Duke R, and it's amazing. Already one of the best bikes in the naked bike category. I'd argue that the Super Duke R didn't need to be updated. It's always made plenty of power, and understatement, felt comfortable ergo-wise, and been an overall good balance between capable commuter, absolute track weapon. Ever-evolving emissions regulations required at least some attention though. So too did an electronics package that was not entirely up to par with the competition. Which brings us back to the 2017-1290 Super Duke R. KTM is letting me ride wheelie around the Losail International Circuit. Updated with a more powerful engine, refined suspension package, reworked ergos, and more capable electronic rider aid suite. It's the result of KTM's relentless testing and R&D. If not the brand's obvious fear of becoming comfortable with good enough. I said earlier that the Duke's engine is more powerful, peak power is up 4 horsepower. But truth is KTM wasn't much worried about power. This year, priority was with building a more flexible and smoother running engine. It stiffened the crankshaft and outfitted the bike with 690 Duke-called resonator chambers on the cylinder heads as a result. Those chambers help disturb the flow of gases into the combustion chamber through a whirl effect, thus creating a better air-fuel mixture for improved combustion. KTM says this helps with overall smoothness and fuel efficiency. Meanwhile, the updated crank improves reliability and reduces vibrations. Other engine updates include titanium intake valves with new face design for higher compression ratio, plus 10 mm shorter inlet funnels that have allowed for KTM to raise the rev ceiling by 500 revolutions per minute. The end result is not only a broader power band, but also a claimed 177 peak HP and 104 pound-feet of torque, the most powerful LC8 engine KTM has ever wedged into a production bike. It's no e-bike. But with the changes it's not as thirsty as before, too, says Henrik Weiss, the head of KTM's LC8 engine platform. Cornering abs remains, but now sits alongside a lean angle sensitive traction control system and optional motor slip regulation system. The latter of which is described by KTM as a corner entry traction control system. You'll actually see the TC light flash on corner entry as the system is activated. Riding modes include Sport, Street, and Rain, though you can now upgrade to an optional track mode, which adds 1. Launch control, 2. Anti-wheelie offsetting, 3. Throttle response selection, and 4. MTC spin adjuster, which enables you to adjust allowable wheel spin from levels 1 to 9. If you're heading to the track or plan on ever riding the Super Duke R as it was intended to be ridden, it's definitely something you'll want. Cruise control is standard, but you'll have to upgrade to KTM's Performance Pack if you want to add the up-down capable Quickshifter Plus system. KTM My Ride, which connects your phone to the bike's new TFT display through Bluetooth, and previously mentioned MSR system. This kit is perhaps less of a necessity since A. Riding means disconnecting from your phone, life stresses, and B. The Quickshifter Plus system does not provide the most seamless of downshifts, especially when done in rapid succession. Throw in heated grips and I may have rethought that last sentence. Suspension is updated for 2017. KTM having outfitted the 48mm WP suspension fork with stiffer springs and revalved the rear shock. Meanwhile, handlebar is 20mm wider, 5mm lower, and position 18.5mm further forward. It's still a naked bike, meaning big speeds equate to bigger neck aches, but KTM hopes this new bar will keep you hunkered down and somewhat out of the wind. It also solves a problem I had with the old bike, which was the ultra-short bar forcing me to rest my hands on its ends in canyon riding. Further down you'll find Brembo M50 monoblock brake calipers as well as Metzler's surprisingly sticky Sportec M7RR tires rather than Dunlop rubber. I get to mention anything about the styling because, well, I think the new bike's styling speaks for itself. The Super Duke R has always been an aggressive-looking motorcycle, and for 2017 KTM has made it look meaner yet by stripping some of the panels off. Notice the plastic freetail section plus redesigning the headlight casing. We want it to look scary, says Thomas Kutra, head of press and PR. It does.